Okay, fellas, in this video we're going to be designing my first ever food plot, and better yet, we're going to be doing it on the side of a mountain. And the ground here might be a little, how should we say this? Tough to work with. I mean, it is on the side of the mountain. There are rocks. But fellas, we're going to do it so we can get them deer off their asses and into the food plot where we can shoot them. Okay, fellas, the total cost for this amazing design for my first ever food plot, it's about 2 bags of seed, of clover seed, mind you. So that costs about $50. Next would be the fertilizer that I got, which was about $35, which fellas adds up quick. Next would be the other fertilizer I got, which cost $25. Whew, this is getting quite expensive. Now, we're not including tools because we had them already in stock, let's just say. So that would be not part of the cost. And for the most expensive one would be the weed killer. Now, this stuff costed $60. I mean, this was the big money spender, and it was more than all the seed combined. So that's a grand total of, let's see, $180. I think it was a fair price for our first round of this thing. I mean, we are going to be improving it throughout the years, obviously, fellas. But for our first one, let's see how it's going to turn out. Smack. Bit of an oopsie, not brain weed whacker, but live and learn. Or live and suffer. Okay, fellas, it's now time to go and get the last, well, not last bag, but third to last bag of lime, so we can spread it. Oh yeah! Now, fellas, you may say, that ground looks like complete trash, and you would be right, but somehow and some way, that is fertile ground. And it's in somewhat of a decent area, so we're gonna be doing some trimmage around them trees. And hopefully that'll help get some more sunlight so we can grow our food for the heifer deer so they become big and fat. And hopefully we can get ourselves that legendary heifer buck. Now, fellas, we are just using a little handsaw to cut down some of these smaller trees. Now, I overestimated how effective this would be. I mean, it is still cutting the trees, mind you. It's just taking forever, as you guys can see. But, fellas, we're just going to keep on toughing this out, and hopefully we cut down at least some of them.
It's done it. It came down. Yep. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, make sure when you're doing this, you're well protected. I got a mask on too, so.
Make sure to have your swim goggles on.
Yep. Gloves. Make sure none of your arms are exposed. Mask is a definite. Cannot skip on it unless you want to get some serious brain trauma.
No!
Yep. There goes the product. What he's doing is just spreading lime as a starter base to make the plant here grow well. This is just going to help the nutrients in the soil get all good to go. Spreading the last little bit, and that is, let's see, that's 120 pounds of limestone on the ground. What do you have to say there, bud?
Back here with some proper equipment this time, right? Back here with some proper equipment, right, Jake?
Yep.
It's time for us to begin the madness. Jake is going to be working on there with his weed whipper. I'm going to be down here chopping off the trees, so we're going to be our way, kind of. But hopefully, this will be our nice, heavenly food plot. And I'm thinking right here is going to be our kind of like a scrape or Yeah, scraping the tree. That's what I'm planning at least. But besides that, we need to just start. Now, obviously, fellas, the cleanup for this whole entire deal is going to be quite the massive project. Now, it's me and Jay cleaning up this entire mess, or not mess, our future food plot. But hopefully, fellas, this cleanup process does not go in vain. Look at that man work. Oh crud. Cut down the forest.
We're not gonna use the chainsaw, or do we work this guy?
I don't think that
Too
would
big.
work.
Hang on, get below my hand there. There
Yep.
we go.
Okay. She's up there good.
Get it off. Okay. Alright, I think we can actually get this now. Oh. A little bit more. There we go. Hey!
Yeah, she
alright.
took down some of the limbs with her.
That's good though. Hey, look how much cover, look how much open sunlight we got.
Yay!
Yeah!
Well, it's looking like a something. Not a
It's
good
looking better
something.
than it was.
Once we get all this garbage out, it'll start
And get
looking.
the weeds killed.
Yeah, it'll look like more of a something. But right now, we just made more cover. Now, fellas, here comes the most crucial part. We gotta kill all these weeds. I mean, they'll damage and ruin this food plot. Because deer don't want this trash. They want only that delectable nutrients. So, fellas, we gotta get rid of these bastards, and we need to get rid of them quick. We have ourselves some germination. Now these little degenerate sticks right here, couldn't really get them out in time. Because they're kind of still alive. But fellas, we have growth and signs of life. Now, we're gonna give it a little more of an extra boost, because last time I came a little skittish on resources, but we have ourselves another layer of seed to get all these little ugly spots out and filled in. But right there, it is starting to look pretty nice, and we still got a while to go until the deer season, of course, fellas. So we have time for this thing to germinate, produce, and of course bring them heifers in. But besides that, fellas, we need to start spraying for these ugly little spots. Spread it all. Woo! Ooh, my. One more goodness over there. Oh God, that was short-lived. Okay, fellas, hopefully that fills in all the ugly blemishes that are around here. But for now, fellas, we're just gonna leave it, let nature take over. Well, not take over, but let nature take its course. And hopefully, when we come back here, it'll be a full field of nice, voluptuous clover. But besides that, fellas, I'll catch you all when we're back. Okay, fellas, it's looking way better than it did before. I mean, if you guys want to remember from a few months ago, this place looked like a complete disaster. But now it's looking like a flourishing little plot. Well, we're just gonna pep it up a little, give it a little bit more of a boost, if I do say so myself. But fellas, we just need to keep on monitoring this heifer. In about 3 weeks, fellas, we need to have this thing flourishing, up and going, and having deer just chomp down in all this delectable little green flourish. But besides that, fellas, we need to put down this boost. And the opening of deer season, mind you, we'll have ourselves a massive buck in the middle eating some of this trash, and we can shoot him. But besides that, fellas, it's time to flourish. Boom, fellas, now it's time to watch the magic happen. Now, fellas, I hope you all enjoyed this little experiment that we're doing. That is still ongoing, mind you, because we have to hunt this thing during deer season, or turkey, or bear, whoever one comes first, or I should say, whoever one wants to die! But fellas, the important thing is we have to monitor this thing. We have to nurture it into a flourishing thing for deer to eat, chomp down, and eventually for us to shoot. But besides that, fellas, I hope you all were impressed by this little experiment that we did, and that's still ongoing. But besides that, fellas, I hope to see you all during deer season, and hopefully we'll have a dead one. Thanks for watching. If you guys want to see your last hunting video down here, and of course, you guys want to see your last fishing video down here. But besides that, I'll see y'all next video. See ya!